Question will come from the President of the St. Catharines Association, Dar Geis. This will be for Group B, our first district candidates.
One of the old nemesis that's been around for a while is country of origin labeling, cool. And we have our trading partners in Canada and Mexico, and they're promised to retaliate if we don't get this thing fixed right. And we've kicked this thing around a long time in DC. We've already lost a plant in Minnesota. The St. Paul plant for American Foods Groups has closed down, and we need to have greater access to livestock to keep these plants open. And give me an idea of what you can do to help fix cool and make it more amicable for both sides of the borders.
Okay, we'll start with first district candidate Jim Hagedorn.
I addressed this in a press release the day the bill was passed, and I said that was a problem and something I'd like to go back after. And I think in general, the Congressman and I, we agree pretty much on the ag bill and where things are. That's something that needs to be fixed. But we do have some disagreements as far as what we can do for farmers. And I think some of the big government things that have come out of Washington, these Obama policies, are hurting the farmers, driving up their costs, making it more difficult for especially small farmers to stay in business. Obamacare driving up costs, cap and trade energy policies that the Congressman supports, driving up costs. Dodd-Frank, limiting capital to people trying to get into agriculture. All these regulations coming out of Washington, especially the EPA, drive up people's costs, harassing farmers, making it more difficult for farmers to stay in business. We need to get back what works, and that is solutions based on limited government, free enterprise, the rule of law. Those are the things that I stand for.
First district Congressman Tim Walz.
The gold standard on American produce, especially in livestock, is American steaks. An American steak and an American pork chop, American poultry is the gold standard on that. It's an incredible marketing tool for us. And we also know, I have to tell you this, I grilled up a steak last night that my mother brought, it was processed in plant. We know where that's coming from. I said one of the issues with this is we've heard of these trading partners of not always playing fairly in this. Every piece of clothing that every person in this room is wearing has been labeled country of origin for 85 years. The issue that we understand is not the simplistic looking for easy answers. We understand that where cool causes a problem is in the commingling and processing, and we want to make that smooth and possible. So Dar, an answer to you is, I think the way you do this, cool was implemented in 2002. As I said, it was a continuation of policies from the 1930s. The issue here is with our good trading partners that have a good relationship with USDA inspection and things like that, that we do a Canadian or US North American type of situation, because I got to be honest with you, I don't trust what China's going to send us without having that, and the consumers should know your products are better than theirs, and we can make it work.
First district candidate Aaron Walz.
Consumers should know that our products are better than our trade partners because they are better. The products that are produced here in southern Minnesota are some of the best in the world. We need to ensure that we have policies of free and fair trade to open up those markets for southern Minnesota, because again, we produce here well more than we can ever consume. You know, and you mentioned about the Farm Bill. The Farm Bill needs to be implemented fully. It's not being implemented in a timely manner, and that has to be done now. That way farmers know what level playing field they're on, or what playing field they're on. You know, the implementation of this Farm Bill is kind of like a couple of kids playing a child's game in the yard and changing the rules consistently. It's no way to run an industry, and it's no way for farmers here in southern Minnesota to run their businesses and their farms.
All right, our next question will come from Jay Nord, President of the Minnesota Wheat Growers Association.